couple of days. Pro Football Focus ranked the best D-lines and O-lines in the NFL. O-line, I'll give you the good news first, and I guess we'll talk Cowboys here. I'll give you the Texans, but nobody cares about the Texans and what they rank.
They do.
No, they don't. I'm the only one who cares about what the Texans ranking this stuff. So
You're right.
I'm only doing it for my own selfish benefit. But for the Cowboys, best O-lines ranked by Pro Football Focus. First, they have Philadelphia, so bad news for Cowboys fans. Got to play them twice a year. Second, Cleveland Browns. Just talked about how the Cleveland Browns, even without Deshaun Watson, really talented team, man. Got one of the best running back tandems in the NFL. And now Pro Football Focus saying you have a top and elite offensive line as well. They got Detroit Lions at number 3. That's a little surprising. Tampa Bay at number 4. Green Bay at number 5. Cowboys at number 6.
Come on,
Sixth
man.
best O-line in the NFL. Tyron Smith at left tackle. Tyler Smith at left guard. Tyler Biadasz. A lot of Tyler.
There's a lot of T's on there.
Tyler, you're right. A lot of T's. Tyron, Tyler, and Terrence.
Yeah.
Goodness. Yeah, Terrence Steele at right tackle and Zach Martin at right guard. What say you? Too high, too low for your Dallas Cowboys?
I'm going to say that's just right.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that, they could be better. They've always been looked at as one of the top offensive lines in the game for quite some time. And
they made it a priority.
They make it a priority. The problem is always dealt with injury.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest worry for me as a Dallas Cowboy fan because, they look great on the paper, but let's see how many games they actually play together. That's the biggest thing for me.
That's a great point because that's why the loss of Lyle Collins, you lost that depth.
Yep.
The beauty of, the line you had last year, you had Terrence Steele. You had depth on that offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I know Connor Williams, people had their opinions about Connor
Very
Williams.
much so.
But you had depth. You had a guy at least that could be a serviceable starter for you. You lost a lot of depth, but I think I love their approach, though, to the offensive line. I remember Tom Herman talking about, building facilities here at Texas, and he uses the Golden Gate Bridge analogy, and I love it.
Yep.
That, by the time you get done repainting the Golden Gate Bridge, you need to start all over again. It's such a gargantuan, expansive project. By the time you get done, basically, you got to start at the beginning. And that's the O-line, in my opinion. O-lines are like that. By the time you get done totally revamping your O-line and rebuilding it, you might as well start over again at where you started. Because by the time you get done, that part already needs to be addressed and serviced again.
That's 100%.
And we saw with the Cowboys O-line that they went from a really, really good run-blocking O-line to a better pass-blocking O-line. And you kind of like to see them fit somewhere in the middle where they can do both, and especially less penalties.
Most penalized O-line in the league.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Most penalized O-line in the league. No,
I
you're
love
right
the fact
about
that y'all always know that stat.
And Tyler Smith, what's the Tyler Smith stat?
Yeah, he's one of the worst in the college.
He's one of the most penalized.
He was the most penalized.
You mean top of the league in something, man. Top of the league in something.
Yeah, you're right. Texans, real quick, they are. Oh, they're not last.
They're not.
22. Take that. The Texans are the 22nd ranked offensive line in the NFL with Laramie Tunsil at left tackle, Titus Howard at right tackle, left guard Kenyon Green, Justin Britt at center, and A.J. Cann at
How can they be
right
the
guard.
last? That's 4 or 5 first-round picks invested in that O-line?
You're right. They have invested
Laramie
a lot.
Tunsil's 3 first-round picks. Kenyon Green's a first-round pick. Titus Howard's a first-round pick.
No, they've invested a lot in it.
That's 5 first-round picks. They should not be last.
Yeah, no, you're right. And they're not.
That's why they're not. That's why they're 22nd.
Well, they originally started building that O-line because they wanted to protect Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
And now,
Hey, now you protect Davis Mills.
now you protect Davis Mills. That's right. Okay, real quick, D-lines. Here's the ranking for the Cowboys D-line. I'm going deep down here, too. I'm surprised they're this low down on the list. But according to Pro Football Focus, they have the Cowboys with the 21st ranked D-line. But the Kim Kardashian, Nicki Minaj, Serena Williams size, Cardi B size, Lizzo size, but is that they don't always consider Micah Parsons part of the D-line. But we all know when Micah Parsons is at edge and DeMarcus Lawrence is at edge, that is top 5 best edge tandems in the league. It's just not always going to be consistent like that because the Cowboys want to move Micah Parsons around.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And I think that's too low, but
It is too low.
Not too Lewinsky.
But
I think that is
nice.
I think that is lower than what I would expect from Dallas. But to your point, you're talking about moving guys around, going to be able to bring some pressure. I think that will. I like them being there, and I think they'll be higher by the end of the season.
Yeah, the Cowboys were really good in terms of their pressure rate last year. They were one of the best in the NFL. They had a 27.6% pressure rate. That was 4th in the NFL.
Yep.
Their hurry-up rate was 7th, 11.6. They didn't blitz a ton. They were 9th in blitz rate. Quarterback knockdown rate, they were 4th in the NFL. So they really struggled against the run. I think they were like close to 20th in the NFL, middle of the road against the run. I love Oza Odigizua. The rookie D tackle from last year. He had a monster year at 38 pressures. He's really good. So I think he's going to step up. What the hell happens with Tristan Hill? Nobody knows. And I'm looking for John Ridgeway from Arkansas. They like him. And in that interior D line. So watch out for him. And I think Sam or D Williams. Sorry.
We're going with D Williams.
As Patrick said, Sam did some bad stuff, but D's a
clean record.
Yeah, tax-paying citizen, God-fearing American. But I think he's going to be great. I mean, I think he's going to fit perfectly in the system. Runs a 4.4, and I think they're going to move him around. I think they're going to be moving Micah Parsons and Sam Williams around on predictable passing downs. Mark my words.
For
and
sure.
it's going to be a nightmare for a blocking scheme.
And I hope so. I hope so, because I want to see them put a lot of pressure, because you do know they make you turn the ball over.
Yes,
so
they do.
The Cowboys will make you turn the ball over. So if you get enough pressure on them, it'll be a good look for the boys in blue.
That's D. Williams. He only played 1 year of high school football.
That's crazy.
That means his body's in good shape.
He basically had some trouble. You know, his family, like his siblings and him were taken from his mom when he was young, and they moved around with his aunt and grandma, and he got in trouble. He was expelled from his first high school.
Sam Williams was.
Teams.
D. Williams.
Sam Williams.
That's why he's going by D. That's why he's going by D.
Yeah, Sam Williams. But he was suspended. He was actually suspended at Ole Miss too. We all talked about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But only 1 year of high school football he played, and
body's fresh.
So he's got a really high ceiling.
That's right.
Really high ceiling.
And not a lot of mileage.
And that's a great point. And not a lot of mileage either. All right.